Okay, good morning, everyone. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to this Sunday service this morning. Last Sunday, I was at the Yakima Buddhist Temple. I conducted Yakima Buddhist Temple's Obon Hatsubon service. So a little bit early, Yakima has an Obon Hatsubon service, but it was over 100 degrees. I think Seattle too, last Sunday was really hot, I think, a week ago. Then today, what is the temperature today? 70? 50 something? Oh. So just a week ago, it was 100, and today is maybe below 60. So, well, we have to be careful about, adjusting this temperature, this weather. This morning, rituals in daily life, then gratitude and appreciation every day, every moment, every morning, every evening. Then first I introduced Naijin, said how to set up the altar fittings. So today is a kind of last part of this PowerPoint slideshow. I have to skip all these to number 23. 1, 3. Okay, here. So question 2, why do we practice the Jodo Shinshu this? And why do we conduct the service in your daily life? That is the question for today. Why do we do that? So first, we think this question, I would like to introduce the definition of Jodo Shinshu Honganji-ha. There is a book called Hoshiki Kihan. All the details are written. So how to set up the Naijin, or what kind of chanting we do for Obon service or Higan service. There is a book. I am in the translation committee trying to translate this book into English. Hopefully, by the next spring, we can publish this book in English. Okay, let me introduce this one. Why do we conduct a service? So according to Jodo Shinshu Honganji-ha, our sect of Buddhism definition is Buddhist religious services are opportunities to bow in worship and pay our respect to the Buddha and 7 masters, and read aloud the sutras and scriptures, and praise the virtue of Amida Buddha, expressing with utmost sincerity of our feelings to indebtedness and gratitude. So this is the definition of why we are having this service. Bow in worship, pay our respect, read aloud Sutra Chanting, then praise the virtues and expressing our indebtedness and gratitude. Of course, this definition was, maybe I don't know how many years ago, but not really, really old definitions. Someone from our sect created these definitions. But of course, this is based on our teaching. So let me introduce Master Chantal, one of our 7 masters. Master Chantal, he is a Chinese monk. So then 613, 681, then he wrote the hymns of the Pure Land ritual. Then in his writings, he introduced the 5 right practices for the Jodo Shinshu, Pure Land path, Pure Land way. Those who are following the Pure Land way should practice these 5 right practices. The first one is chanting sutra. Chanting sutra means chanting the 3 Pure Land sutras. Then 2 is a meditation or meditating or contemplating on Amida Buddha and Amida Buddha's Pure Land. 3, worshiping Amida Buddha. 4, reciting the Nembutsu. 5, the praising and making offering to Amida. So these 5 we call Goshogyo, 5 right practice. That's what we are supposed to do. Do you think we are following these 5 right practice? I think we do. I think we do. So think about today's Sunday service program. So we are following this 5 right practice. Let's see. Next slide. This is what I thought, 5 right practice in our Sunday service program. So this morning we chanted Junirai. Last Sunday probably Juseige. Then next Sunday we chant Amida Sutra. We are chanting, where is my, here, that's so small. So we chant Juseige, Sambutsuge, Amida Kyo, and Shoshinge. These are the first one. So first one is say chanting 3 Pure Sutra. We are chanting Juseige, Sambutsuge, Amida Kyo, during the service. That's what we are supposed to do. We are following Master Chantal's suggestion, guidance. The second one is a meditation. Meditating, contemplating on Amida Buddha and Amida Buddha's Pure Land. Are we doing that? Are you meditating, contemplating Amida Buddha and Amida Buddha's Pure Land? No answer. So, you are sitting in the hondo, right? We are sitting in the hondo, then in front of the altar, we are facing to the altar. This altar is representing Amida Buddha's Pure Land. So, of course, we have Amida Buddha statue in the middle, in the center. Then we are facing to the altar. This is representing Amida Buddha's Pure Land. So you are sitting here, then facing to the altar, Amida Buddha means we are contemplating, we are meditating Amida Buddha and Amida Buddha's Pure Land. That's why it is really important to sit in the hondo or at home, sit in front of the altar. So that's one important thing we have to do. Then the 3 is worshiping Amida Buddha. Worshiping, we do practicing, we do gassho and raihai. Then probably after the service, when you come up for incense offering, you offer incense and you put the hands together and gassho and raihai, offering incense. So that is one way of worshiping Amida Buddha. Then number 4 is the same, reciting the Nembutsu, reciting Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. That's what we are doing. Then according to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 4th one, reciting Nembutsu is, can you see? It is really small, but certainly assuring act. It is, number 4 is the most important, Then 1, 2, 3, and 5, we call auxiliary act. So they're kind of supporting Nembutsu teaching, Nembutsu action. So, but still, from 1, 2, 3, 5, all of them are important to us. Then number 5 is a praising and making offering to Amida Buddha. So, of course, we are doing this one too. Number 5, making offerings and set adorns properly. Right? We won't put something wrong. So today also we are offering right way. There is a mitsugusoku 3 settings. Flower, incense burner, and candle. We are offering rice. Then Serobetsu is so fortunate. We have a flower arrangement volunteers. They change the flowers every week. So I really appreciate. Then seems like we have additional offerings today. Thank you. So then today you see the uchishiki cloth is set for Obon, because Obon service is coming next Sunday. Then yesterday we had Bon Odori recordings. So that's why we are setting those uchishiki cloth. So we are setting these adornments properly. Then now we are all listening to the Buddha Dharma. This Dharma message is the message on praising Amida Buddha's teaching. So delivering the Dharma message, the listening to the Dharma message is one way to praise Amida Buddha's virtue, Amida Buddha's guidance. Then, right before this Dharma message, we sang Gatha. So thank you, Kemi, for playing the piano. Seattle Betsy is so lucky. Every Sunday, we can have live piano accompaniment, then we can sing Gata. So that's also one way to praising Amida Buddha's teaching. Then, we sometimes have Dharma exchange. Dharma exchange means discussions. We discuss how we appreciate the teaching. So this is also one way to praise Amida Buddha's teaching, Amida Buddha's guidance. Then practicing Dharma, once we receive these teachings, then we can think how we can use this teaching in our daily life. The Dharma, offering to other people, helping other people is one way. So if I think about our Sunday service, our daily life, I think we are following Master Chantal's guidance, this 5 right practice. It is nice if you can remember all these 5s. Chanting, meditation, worship, reciting, praising. Well, please let me know if you find some easy way to memorize all these 5s. Okay, the next one. So this is the significance of Jodo Shinshu's ritual and having the service. This is my appreciation, my understanding. We cannot, there's one reason to have a service. There are a variety of reasons to having the services. Of course, bottom line is Honganji definitions. That is the bottom line. But in addition, I think there are so many reasons to have Jodo Shinshu ritual and Sutra Chanting ritual and the services. One is a meditation, or contemplation, or focusing. So Sutra Chanting is we are meditating, focusing to chant the sutra. In Buddhism, we focus on each moment. So when you come up with incense offering, you do each action one by one, step by step. We don't do 2 actions at one time. In the Naijin, when we offer the candle, offer incense, offer buppan rice, we do go one by one, one at one time. But when we think about in our daily life, what do you think? We are doing multiple tasks every time. Like when we are watching the TV, we are also checking my cell phone, watching cell phone, right? While we are driving, sometimes I'm making a phone call, right? So when I think about in our daily life, most of us are so busy than doing more than one thing at one time. So, but in Buddhism, we try to focus. We're practicing focusing one thing. That's a meditation and contemplation. Before this service, I joined a meditation group in the small parsonage. Meditation, sitting meditation. Just sit down. Just sit. During the chanting, we just chant. When we recite Namo Amida Butsu, we just recite Namo Amida Butsu. We try to focus each action, each practice. That's one. Then 2 is listen to the Buddha Dharma, listen to the Buddha's vow. So that's always listening is key practice for Jodo Shinshu followers. Listening is important. Then not just listen. Once we listen to the Buddha Dharma, we have a self-reflection. So I put the first and second noble truth. First noble truth, it says, our life is suffering. Our life is not going as we want. Then second noble truth says, because we have attachment, we have greed, anger, ignorance. This is one fundamental Buddha's teaching, Shakamani Buddha's teaching. Through this teaching, we reflect upon myself. Then we shouldn't stop here. We have the third and fourth noble truth. If we stop at the first and second noble truth, probably non-Buddhist teaching also telling first and second noble truth, probably. So because we have third and fourth noble truths, that's more unique to Buddhism. Set my life's destination and direction to Amida Buddha's Pure Land. So we are focusing Amida Buddha's guidance, Amida to the birth in the Pure Land. We walk the path to the Pure Land. So that is the third and fourth noble truth in Jodo Shinshu. The next one is practice Buddhist practice with gratitude. So this is a practice Amida Buddha's vow with gratitude. This is coming from definitions of Jodo Shinshu Honganji Ha. We do practice with gratitude. Gratitude is most important things, expressing gratitude because we are receiving these teachings. The next one is conduct my own pillow service every day. Our teaching is, our life is impermanent. Every day, every moment, our life is constantly changing. We don't know when our life ends. So this service could be our last opportunity to say Namo Amida Butsu, to express our gratitude. This reminds me of teaching of impermanence, white ashes. Each service could be my own pillow service. Traditionally, pillow service is held just before someone's life ends. Pillow service is the last service in this world to say Namo Amida Butsu, to express our gratitude to Amida Buddha. So that's we have to think. That's our life. That's our teaching says. Our life is impermanent, constantly changing. No one knows when our life ends. Then next one is conduct memorial service for our loved ones. So we have in Buddhism, we have monthly memorial service or yearly memorial service. Then there is a no-kotsudo here. Whenever I come to the temple, I always go to the no-kotsudo to chant a sutra, conduct a service. Because today could be someone's memorial day, memorial service. So, when I think about our ancestors, we don't know, I don't know. I don't keep track all of our ancestors' memorial day, but today could be someone's memorial day. The next one is conduct Eitaikyo perpetual service every day at home, at the temple. So people, younger generations were watching us. When I go to in the morning, I go to the Obutsudan, they conduct a service every morning. My son is watching. Then he memorized Ondoku-san. 99%. Slightly. 99% he memorized. So when I'm chanting Junsei-ge or Sanbutsu-ge, he tried to copy me chanting the sutra. Then this is one way to passing this teaching to the next generations. We can, temple is not only place to propagate the Jodo Shinshu. We can propagate the Jodo Shinshu at home, anywhere. So that's why, our everyday service could be the opportunity to propagate the Jodo Shinshu, opportunity to passing this teaching to the next generations. Then the last one is actualize Shakamani Buddha's Dharma gathering. So 2,500 years ago, Shakamani Buddha delivered his message. Then thousands of disciples are listening to Shakamani Buddha's guidance in India. So Sutra Chanting, at the very beginning of the sutra, that's always listed who are the listeners, then when, then where. So that's teaching we are listening. So Sutra chanting of, let's say, Amida Sutra, we are chanting Shakamani Buddha's Dharma message. During the chanting, we are also listening Shakamani Buddha's Dharma message. So, which means 2,500 years ago, same thing was happening in India. We are trying to actualize Shakamani Buddha's Dharma gathering. So there are so many significance of Jodo Shinshu's ritual. This is come up in my mind, but probably maybe more reasons to have Jodo Shinshu ritual. So please think about it. Okay, then I say listening or hearing is important. So I'd like to introduce fulfillment of this primal vow. It says, when sentient beings, upon hearing the Buddha's name, realize an entrusting heart in joy with even a single thought of the Buddha, direct merit with sincere mind, and aspire to be born in that land. They then all attain birth in that land, Pure Land, and dwell in the stage of non-retrogression. Excluded are those who commit the 5 grave offenses and those who surrender the right Dharma. Then Shinran Shonin explained what is the meaning of hearing, what hearing means. Then he says, the word hear in the passage from the larger sutra means that sentient beings having heard how the Buddha's vow arose, its origin and fulfillment are altogether free of doubt. This is to hear in Jodo Shinshu. Listening, hearing means hearing Amida Buddha's vow. So this is the to hear in Jodo Shinshu. The conclusion. So my daily life, my daily or weekly routine, we sometimes do, try to being healthy or eating delicious food, having fun. So these are my weekly or daily routine. I try to grant or actualize my wish and desire. Jodo Shinshu's services, rituals in my daily life is offering or bowing to Buddha, having a self-reflection, then set my goal and destination, which is Amida Buddha's Pure Land. So this is, I listen and practice, actualize Buddha's wish and vow with gratitude. So this is the key to Jodo Shinshu's daily life, Jodo Shinshu services in our daily life. Okay. Thank you for coming to this Sunday service today. To conclude my Dharma message, please join me in Gassho, put your hands together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you.